Alrighty, so this video is going to be showing off a relatively quick way to do lip sync. This is the way I do it. It is not necessarily the correct way to do it, or the only way to do it, but it is nevertheless the way I do it. So this is the sound clip that we will be lip syncing.
I know what he said, but he doesn't control my life. I've given up too much to let it all be destroyed now.
And we're just going to lip sync the very first part.
I know what he said.
That's all we're going to lip sync for the sake of this video, just for time. So the project's at 24 frames per second, and as you see, we have Mama G here, which has a full set of phonemes. So at 24 frames per second, I find that going at 2-frame intervals tends to work the best for lip syncing. So we're going to start by making an empty frame and copying it. Once we actually select her entire lower face, wrong Mama G, I want this Mama G. Here we go. So we do this and we copy this, and I will explain why in a moment. So then we so it starts right there, so we paste, and we want to go here, we want to make sure we hit this spline, and we're going to copy it again, and then we scrub forward 2 at a time, paying attention to the syllable being pronounced. That's very clearly an I. So we come forward here, we select the lower face again, and we come down to the phonemes for I, and we apply it.
I know.
So okay, so I. So it definitely comes down.
I know.
So we'll just make this a weaker
I.
That's an N. So we just come here. So this is very much earballing. You know, it's eyeballing with your ears. So we select this again. Go like this.
I know.
Okay. That is an O sound. O.
I know.
This is a weaker O. We have this come here. So you can see that frame that I copied, I keep pasting at every interval. And that's just a shortcut I found to do this. So
I know.
and this is a W. That's a W.
I know what he's.
That's kind of a really soft T. Just hit it with a really soft T. Okay, that's a he sound. That's a combination of H and E. He, amazing. And this is a very soft S. Come down here.
What he said.
Okay, so now that S is being a lot more pronounced now. It's a lot stronger S.
What he said.
Okay, so this is another soft S, and she's starting to go eh, or said, eh, soft S, and then the eh phoneme. Eh.
He said.
And that's just a stronger eh.
What he said.
That's a soft E with a little bit of a D. Eh. And a bit of D.
Said.
And then this is just a soft D. Faintly hear it. This is a stronger D.
Said. I know what he said.
And then she's done talking.
I know what he said.
There you go.
I know what he said.
And that's how I do it. So this is our final product.
I know what he said.
And then we can move the camera over to a different angle.
I know what he said. I know what he said. I know what he said.
If we wanted to, we could actually go,
I know what I know.
no. Get this O. Now, let's drop this.
I know what he said. I know what he said.
Make this more pronounced too,
I know what he said.
if we wanted
I
to.
know what he said.
But, you know, that's kind of ambiguous. It's kind of up to
I know what he said.
your
I know what
preferences
he
as an
said.
animator.
I know what he said.
There you go. That's lip syncing with phonemes. That's the way I do it. I find it fairly straightforward. You know, it took us 5 minutes to do
I know what he said.
less than 2 seconds, and that was with me narrating. So, you know, I could probably get that done in 3.5 minutes if I were not narrating along for about 2 seconds. Which isn't too bad, but when you start adding in lines that are like a minute or so long, you can definitely see why it can take a while. So, yeah, there you go. There's lip syncing.